But large.
It's farther.
Ah,
It's far larger. Larger, that is the adjective. What?
yes.
Uh-huh.
Father.
No, wait. The adjective is large. What will it be?
Ah, is large. It's large. No, it's not larger. It's
Like the
more.
song by Backstreet Boy, larger than life. Larger than life. Larger.
Larger.
Yeah, that is the song from the Backstreet Boy. Larger
Okay.
than life. Oh, people, can't you see? Can't you see? Larger than life.
Okay. Got it.
All right, great. Perfect. Next one. My Latin class is,
More boring than my English class.
yeah, more boring. You got it. Next one.
In the UK, the streets are generally more narrow.
Narrow. Narrow,
Mm,
angosto. Mm-hmm.
yes, narrow. More narrow.
Are you sure? Not more narrow. You got it. More narrow than in the USA. You got it. London is
Busier than
busier.
Glasgow.
Yeah, that's right. Busier. All right. Busier than Glasgow. July is
Julie,
Julie. I'm sorry, Julie. Uh-huh.
I think it's more quiet. Or there is a name where you say quiet, quieter. No, I
More
think it's
quiet.
not
More quiet.
more quiet, right? Yes.
Quiet. Uh-huh. Than her sister. All right. In the right side, we have some phrases, when you want to introduce your point of view about a specific topic. For example, um I can ask you, what do you think about politics? What do you think about religion? What do you think about technology? I think that technology is the best of the best. It's the most invention of the human being has created. I think that, or I believe that the technology is the best invention from the human being. For me, I believe that. En cuanto a mí, yo creo que eso, in my opinion, if you ask me about artificial intelligence, I can say artificial intelligence eh, will replace so many jobs made by human beings. Okay, from my perspective, desde mi perspectiva, in my view, en mi punto, mi vista, desde mi vista, it is my understanding that, as I understand it, en cuanto a lo que yo entiendo, as I see it, it's like en cuanto yo veo, it seems to me that, me parece que, it seems to me that artificial intelligence is very helpful when you are learning another language. My personal view is that, okay, perfect. Now, my friend, we're going to create some sentences, just speaking, right? Not writing anything. I think that, and you need to complete the sentence. Got it?
Got it.
Perfect. Uh-huh. I'm gonna give you my example and then you are gonna give me your example. I think that artificial intelligence is a great tool for everyone. Give me your example with I think that.
I think that intelligence, artificial intelligence
Mm,
is the future, not the future, is the way that the things will work today on.
uh-huh. Next one, I believe that. Yo creo que. I believe that artificial intelligence will replace so many jobs.
I believe that AI could be uh, your you're alive.
Mm,
It can help you, don't replace jobs, but it will be easier for the human beings to learn new things uh, about the world, about coding, about programming, about repairing, about
yeah,
different things.
right, perfect. Next one, as for me. As for me, or I think, or I believe, well, I believe them, no. As for me, en cuanto a mí, right? As for me, I use artificial intelligence to prepare my English classes weekly. Give me your example. As
As for
for,
me, as for me, I use intelligent artificial to create coding to programming.
do you program?
Yes,
Oh
I am
my God. Are
programming.
you software developer?
I am not a software developer. I have to say I am self-taught. I want to learn more about different things. I repair computers. I repair cell phones. I repair
Great.
critical electronic boards, but I like the programming too.
Okay, great.
So, in fact, in this moment, I am creating an
Oh,
application and I am asking AI for help because it's a language that I don't know. But I spent, let's say, 2 weeks programming this page and I am doing well.
all right, great.
Oh.
Okay, next one. In my opinion, it's really important to handle the artificial intelligence tools because sometimes if you don't know something, you can perfectly ask ChatGPT or Gemini's or another grade for an artificial intelligence. In my opinion, give me your example. In my opinion,
In my, in my, in my opinion,
mhm.
AI is a good way to learn different things about the world.
Yeah, great. Next one, if you ask me about programming, I don't know anything. For me, it's kind of hard to learn programming and to see a lot of code. Oh my God, that made me crazy. You are intelligent. If you ask me,
If you ask me, I have to say that I am never going to a university or a college to learn the things that I know. I try to do my own research to learn different things. So if you ask me, thank you very much for telling me
all
intelligent.
right.
You
If
are
you
true.
if you ask me if I went to the college or to the university to learn the things that I already know, you can say, well, I will tell you that everything that I know, I have done by myself. Lo he hecho por mi cuenta, by my own, by myself. I have done by myself. Mhm. Next one, from my perspective, let me see. From my perspective, artificial intelligence is a great tool to learn language.
From my perspective, I think the same that you, and you can learn different things, and you can talk with AI. So
Exactly.
you don't need a partner. You just can talk with AI.
Mhm.
Let's say Gemini or ChatGPT.
Yes, you're right. Perfect. In my view, nowadays it's easier to learn another language than before because back in the day we didn't have Gemini's artificial intelligence. Everything was more difficult. In my view.
In my view, nowadays it's easier to learn different skills thanks to the AI. In the old
Great.
days, it was so complicated.
Yeah, yes. Nice. Nowadays easier. Everything is easier. All right. Okay, next one. It is my understanding that ese es mi entendimiento que, right? It is my understanding that artificial intelligence is a great tool to practice speaking. Like you mentioned before, you don't need to practice with someone else. You can perfectly do it with AI. Uh-huh.
It's my understanding that the AI learn your patterns, your profile, your way to write to choose the correct way for you.
All right, great. All right. Next one. As I see it. Como yo lo veo, as I see it, nowadays the technology has been done like a big revolution, and you need to keep updating because if you don't do it, you are falling behind. Mm-hmm.
As I see it, you have to give the opportunity to AI to work for you.
Yep,
There is so different things to do today in technology than you can just programming and they work for you.
exactly. It seems to me that it's like a
Me pare-
me parece a mí que tal cosa. It seems to me that artificial intelligence is very useful for everything that you want to know. Hmm.
It seems to me that every human being needs to give opportunity to the AI.
Exactly. My personal view is that. My personal view es como mi punto de vista personal es que, ¿no? My personal view is that artificial intelligence is the most useful tools from everyone in different area.
My personal view is that AI is not the future, it's today.
Nice, nice, great, perfect. Now let's move on with the question, right? Question, which is better for you, countryside or city, and why? Try to use connector speech, like for example, as well as, also, besides that, in addition. You already know them, my friend.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, ask me the question. There you go.
Okay. Which is better for you, countryside or city?
All right, for me is a country, and I will tell you why. First of all, when you live in a countryside, and the public transportation is easier. I'm sorry, one more time. Al revés. Okay, for me, it's better living a city, right? Because when you are living in a city, it's easier to look for a job, to move from one place to another place, to use public transportation. It's easier than the countryside. Meanwhile, in the countryside, you can say it's more quiet. Yeah, of course, it's more pleasant, right? To take a break and to go on the farmer for 1 week, and rest because nobody, well, let me see, because yeah, there's not noises. It's more quiet. It's a perfect place to take a break. Yeah. However, in a countryside, it's more difficult to get a job because there aren't too many company than the city. The city, it might be more dangerous than the countryside. As you may already know, for example, in the capital here in my country is more dangerous because it's more crowded, right? So, but I prefer living in a city than the countryside. It's better for me. What about you? Which is better for you, countryside or city, and why?
This is one of these questions that you can have a point of view in this moment, and you will have another point of view in a few years.
Yeah.
Is when you are young, when you need a job and you need money to put a food in your table, it's
Exactly.
better for you if you live in a city. You can find different opportunities. You can have
Yeah.
two works and learn and more quickly to move one place to another.
Mm-hmm.
But when you, let's say, not finish your work years, but in my case, that my children got married, and every day I need less and less money to survive. You start to thinking about to live in the countryside. The rural areas of my country, they are beautiful, and they will find the peace that you want.
Mm-hmm.
In one time, you will find that the city is so noisy,
Noises.
crowded,
Mm-hmm.
and too much, too much asphalt, too much concrete,
Mm-hmm.
and you need see trees. Well, in this part of Central America, including your country and mine, we have different green areas, a lot.
Yeah.
But in the city is more
More expensive. I
difficult.
know. It's more expensive. Living in a capital here in my country is more expensive than the countryside.
That's correct. That's correct. But sometimes when you don't need too much to live. Over the years, you need more, less and less. Maybe the health could be a problem. You can find hospitals, doctor in the city more than in
Exactly.
the countryside. But it's this question that you can ask in one moment of your life, but you will think in another way, in another part of your life. If you ask me in this moment, I am thinking about to live in the countryside. Maybe in two
Countries.
or 3 years, I will live there.
Oh, great. Great. Perfect. All right. Let's move on with the second question. Ask me the second question, my friend. There you go.
Okay, is it generally more difficult to start a new job or to start a new course or study? What do you think?
All right. Well, from my point of view, I consider it's more difficult to start a new job, and I will tell you why. When you decide to study a new course or study, like English, French, whatever the course, is for me, it's not less that it's not more complicated when you are starting a new job because when you are starting a new job, you gotta learn yes or yes. Because if you don't do it, you will be laid off out of the company. And then what are you gonna do? You are aware that you have a money to survive, right? You have a money to bring the backup to the table, and you gotta do it. It's already different when you start a new course. What is gonna happen if you don't face the challenge in a course? Probably you are not gonna learn anything. For example, English classes or English course, probably you are not going to learn anything at all. And you will spend your time and you will spend your money. But what's happened? What's going on? When we are talking about a new job, it's more difficult because you will get fired from the company if you don't do it. If you don't get your act together, if you are not willing to learn new things, if you are not willing to open your mind to new knowledge, to getting new knowledge, right? For me, it's more difficult because there are two situations that are not similar. It's totally different. What about you?
I agree with you. It's more difficult to start a new job. It's the same things that you said. Um, the starting that you have to think into go to you'll be on time, and there is most tasks that you have to do, and it's about money. If you take a course of, let's say, French, but you can study, nothing happens. But if you don't do your job, you will get fired or laid off, as you said. So it's more difficult to start a new job. Start a new course, this is completely easy. It's because you try to learn in the same path, let's say, on the same way that you, for example, you know English, you can learn French, you can learn German. At the
Yeah,
end, they are languages.
I know.
In my case, if I had start to study a new program language, for example, I am studying this moment Laravel, but I can continue with Python, like I continue with JavaScript. It's the same thing. The logic is the same,
Yeah,
but in the job, it's totally different. It's more
yeah,
difficult to start a
yeah,
new
more
job.
difficult. All right, let's move on with the question number three.
Okay, which season is more pleasant in your region,
Region, region,
region,
region.
region.
Mhm.
Summer or winter?
Describe.
Ah, describe what the weather is worse than the other season. Sorry.
All right. Well, it seems to me that, right? It seems to me that the season which is more pleasant in my country, I can say is winter because unfortunately we are here in a tropical area, in a tropical zone, right? And we don't have, for example, fall in another season. For example, we don't have snow right here in our country, even in your country. And well, it's more pleasant winter because most of the time my country is very hot, right? Even me, I don't have any medical condition so far, but sometimes when it's getting hot, too hot, right, my blood pressure goes up, right, which is not good for anybody. So in winter is more pleasant, is more beautiful, you know. Well, which is great. And well, and I will describe why the weather is worse than the other season. Uh, for me is summer. Is summer for the things that I mentioned before. Yeah, it's getting hot. Even with elderly people, is more difficult, to going through this season because people who has some chronic condition, chronic medical condition, is not affordable for them, right? It's not affordable for them because, uh, yeah, they have so many complications. What about you?
I traveled to Nicaragua in different time zones when I was working in a company, and we have a company there in Managua.
Oh, great, great.
So I know how extremely hot is Managua.
Yes,
So I agree with you.
exactly.
I think the summer is in my country it is the same, but in different parts. Where capital city is located more than less 2,000 feet above the sea. So
Yep.
we don't have extremely hot in the summer, but we have, let's say, 27, 28 for us is a lot.
Okay.
So in this moment in my country it's a little cold, so it's good for you. I prefer, but the problem in winter, I love the winter, but this the rain,
And,
I love the
and what
rain.
is the worst one in your country? The worst.
I think the winter is worse. Is and it's because that the problems in the streets that you got flood all the streets in the countryside too. So they have, I don't know how to say, a landslide. We have
Uh,
landslides in
yep.
the roads, so it's a problem. So it's worse the winter than the summer. The summer you just got hot, complete hot all day.
Yeah.
But and it's hot, but like I say, it's 27, 28, no more than less. Maybe in different part of my country, maybe we got 34 and 35, but in the capital city, it's not too much hot. It's hot, but not too much,
Not too much like Nicaragua.
not too much like Managua.
I like Managua.
Managua is incredible.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I traveled to Managua one time in December, and the hot was the same.
Yeah.
I
All
traveled
right.
in September, and the hot is the same. So it's a little hard to live there, but I have
Yeah.
to say that I love that country, especially the people from Nicaragua. I will be very well treated for all the people in
Oh,
Nicaragua.
glad to know that. Great. Great.
To be honest with
Perfect.
you, I have to say that.
What was the last time that you were in Nicaragua?
Many years ago, maybe in 2014 or
To,
2013, maybe
oh,
10 years ago. I
great.
stopped working that company 8 years ago. But in one time, I used to go to Nicaragua less every 6 months.
Great.
I went to all Central America, and one of these part was Nicaragua, especially Managua.
All right, perfect. Yoshi, where are you from, Yoshi?
Hi everybody, I'm from Nepal,
Nepal. Okay, the class
but
for
I live
today.
in the United States near uh, Boston, 1 hour
Boston.
from Boston.
Oh, great, great, perfect. We're talking about um comparative, right? That is the question that we are doing now. Okay, number four. Yoshi, ask us, Mr. Osvaldo, the question number four, please.
Okay. Are physical books more valuable than e-books, or is the digital version more convenient?
Uh-huh. Do you consider books are more valuable?
In my point of view, uh, good afternoon, Mr. Yoshi. I am from Guatemala. Considering the things, the only sentence is well written because that physical books are valuable. They have some different kind of values that you could put to different books. Could be money, could be something that bring you memories from the old days, something like that. So are more valuable. But the digital version are convenient. Why? You can learn one book complete just in your cell phone or in your tablet or in a computer. So it depends where are you.
More
If
economic.
more economic too. If you are flying, it's easier. You have a tablet and you can read in your plane instead of have 2 or 3 books. That is a lot of luggage. So this sentence is very well written, I can say. The physical no is not a question. This is a statement, I can say. Because the physical books are more valuable than ebooks. It's true. But the ebooks are more convenient than the physical books.
Which one do you prefer? Physical books or digital version book?
If I at home, I prefer physical books. If I am in the street or traveling on any type of transport, I prefer the digital one.
All
And
right,
if
great.
I am studying something, or I
Hmm.
prefer the digital too because I am in front of my computer.
Yes, great, great, perfect. In my case, physical book is more valuable, so I prefer physical book. But in some cases, for example, if you don't have budget to buy a physical book, I'd rather the digital version because it's more economic. Yeah, it's easier to read from your tablet, from any electronic device. And but I will tell you something. Sometimes cause me burning sensation on my eyes, you know. So sometimes I would rather physical book if I am in my house. It's easier. It's more
One thing,
comfortable for me. What about you, Yoshi?
uh, I'm not a good reader. I
Hmm.
really don't like when I read books, I get sleepy. So that's my biggest problem. It
You
doesn't
knock
make
it
difference
off.
for it
Knock it
doesn't make,
off with the book.
so one thing, it's not all the books are available in digital, right? So that is one point. If you want to read some books, it's not in digital, you have to go through physical books. By the
Mhm.
way, so Eddie, you are from Nicaragua,
Yeah, that's right, my friend.
huh? Okay. So
What your native language?
Nepali.
Mm, do,
My mother tongue is Newari
mm,
and my national language is Nepali. They are two different languages. I mean, not dialect. It's totally different. But because in my country we have 60 ethnic groups and
Mm-hmm.
90 languages,
Oh my
so
God.
I'm one of the minorities.
How many languages do you speak, sir?
Uh, I speak a couple of languages, but you know what? I can speak a few languages, but it didn't help me because the place where I work no puedo hablar español.
Oh my God, you speak Spanish.
No, that's why I'm here. I thought that this is Spanish class, okay? Yo trabajo para una agencia uh, asientada, uh, refugiados de Nicaragua y Guatemala.
Oh my God.
Um, Muchas personas son de Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Ya, yo no puedo hablar español y ellos no pueden hablar inglés. Por eso, yo empecé a estudiar uh, 15 meses, antes de 15 meses. Ahora yo soy principiante.
Muy
So,
bien.
yeah, I was speaking English in Spanish class 1 hour ago. I was joining. Now
Yeah,
this is
great.
English class, so I won't speak Spanish, but English class. Actually, I I have been running. So this is out of topic, but still related with. I have been running an English class for 4 years, free English class, and I do have members, more than 100, but more than 50 are passive. Maybe other 50 uh, are active. And I find that it's very difficult to find people to study. You are offering for free. I'm going through all the experience. It's so hard to bring people.
Yeah,
And I use Tandem, and if I meet 10 people who tell me that they are really, really interested, out of 10, even not 2 people join my English class, free English class. I have American professors, actually 19 classes. In the morning, I have 7 free English class for children.
you're English teacher too, right?
Oh, I'm not a teacher, I'm a student.
Oh,
I,
great.
I, I started this class for
Mm.
me because
For you.
I have been in the United States for 40 years, but
Mm.
when I speak, Americans have trouble to understand me, and I have trouble to understand them. I said, once I lost job during COVID, I said,
Yeah,
now is the time to learn English.
exactly. Okay, perfect. Let's move on with the last question for tonight. This is what part of English, Osvaldo, is more confusing? In my particular case, the more confusing is um speaking, especially when native speaker use some idiom, idiomatic expression, phrasal verb, and maybe I don't know some words, I get lost and I don't know what I say, right? Especially when they speak so fast. That's the same things we whatever language that you are learning, Spanish, Portuguese, whatever language. When the native speaker speaks so fast, it's kind of hard for me to understand, right? It's more confusing.
Uh,
Um,
it's not just fast contraction.
Contraction,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm
Mm,
going. They don't say
yeah,
fast. I'm going, but I'm going. I've done.
they
So
reduce everything. They
yeah.
reduce everything. Yeah. What about you, Osvaldo? What part of English is more confusing for you? Grammar, listening, speaking? Tell us.
In my view, I think it's the same that you said. It's about when the people start to talking and they are native and they are talking English for many years. And of course, they are this modern language.
Yeah.
For the people from Latin America, it's really complicated to listen in how they are saying. It's normal.
Yeah.
I think at the first and the second could be the pronunciation because they have some sounds that we don't have. You say ah and ah for everything, but
Mm-hmm.
a, depend on the part of it is located, the word, the letter A, this is different sounds. So it's a little more complicated.
Yeah.
It's at the end, I think the real thing for every language around the world is to communicate human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if you are just saying a few words, but if you understand me, we are communicating. So it's at the end. To communicate properly is a deep thing. It's something that you have to live in a country with everybody talking in the same language that you are talking. So,
Yeah.
and it's a problem because let's say if you go to the streets in Managua or in Guatemala City, you will listen all the people talking in Spanish
Mm-hmm.
every single day. So you have the good thing is places like this, the conversations club like this, and you can learn and you have the opportunity to learn new accents, to learn different words, and to learn how the people explain his thoughts, his feelings about something that is the only common thing in this group is English.
As
Doesn't
far as,
matter.
as far as I understand it, in Guatemala, you have so many language, indigenous people speak Quiche. I don't know. So there are some dialects. Do you speak
Yeah,
another language?
Quiche, Cachiquel,
Uh-huh.
Suchiquel,
Do you speak those languages?
oh, any of them, any of them.
Um,
Many of them. Just Spanish and more or less English.
English. No,
Not
your English is
completely,
pretty good. It's pretty
not
good.
completely that I want, but I am trying. But the other day I learned something nice in Facebook. I read something very nice in Facebook, and they say we
Yeah.
breathe in our own language
Yeah.
and
Great.
we swim in the other.
Yeah.
The thing is, breathe for all of us is very easy. You don't know, and you are breathing without notice everything. But you have to do an effort
Yeah.
to talk in another language.
It's true.
So that's the analogy about breathe and swim. To swim, you have to do an effort. To breathe is very easy for all of us.
All right. Another way to say you gotta do an effort is an idiomatic expression. You gotta go extra mile.
That's correct.
Extra mile. Have you ever heard this phrase?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
you gotta go extra mile. Oh yeah. All right, Yoshi. So we wanna hear you, right? What part of English or what part of Spanish? I don't know. Which
But
language are you talking
Spanish,
about? It's more confusing for you.
yeah, I'm a new learner, so Spanish, um, yeah, one thing, there are so many problems
Mm-hmm.
with English, but Spanish also has some issues. For example, like you said, I played, and then your next tense, you past tense played. But one of my teachers in Honduras, she sent me a list of variation in you say hablar, hablar, hablas, hablo, and so many. I mean, this is I think there are 40 variations. How can I remember that? I thought that English and Spanish use the same characters, so one except no, right? I said I will learn quickly. No, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Pronunciation, good thing about Spanish is that you don't change. And English is terrible in, their pronunciation. Like sugar, you write SUGAR, but they pronounce sugar,
Mm-hmm.
not
A schwa.
su,
Mm.
sha.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, sure. Even the sure, S-U-R-E, they pronounce sure. My teacher told me that those two words are different. I said, "Oh, no, the S means sure. No, sure." And they have many words, and if the same characters in the beginning, in the middle, in the end, totally different. And one thing is that they put the stress. Of course, Spanish also has stress. That kills me because in my language we don't have stress, automatic. Like when people ask me, "What do you study?" I did study my transportation. Oh, what? Transportation. Can you tell me transportation? And then, oh, okay. Now, where do you work?
Ah,
International Institute. So I worked 15 years. Even after 10 years, people ask me, where do you work? International Institute.
yeah,
And then I said, okay, International Institute. Okay, you work for International Institute. So stress, pronunciation, everything difficult. Even native English speakers talk about that. Our language is difficult.
yeah, I know.
They were in power. They used that force that people had to learn. So it's, but once you learn, you have fun, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course. That is the idea. You need to enjoy, the process, the learning process, in order to make a little bit easier and learn better.
So we have think center. Who is that? Your double. There is one. It's your. Uh, you are asking questions to me and Oswaldo, not the think center. Is that someone there? We have 4 people here.
No, yes, we are 3 people here, but think entry, I don't know. Probably it's like a supervisor because this is my first class in international coffee. I don't know. Just we had 2 people in a
Oh,
class.
okay.
All right. Okay, guys, thank you for being here, and I hope to see you next Sunday. I hope
Yeah,
to
okay.
be in a
So
class more people to make more dynamic.
so
Thank you.
I posted my WhatsApp number. If you like to, you both have very good English, super English. You want to teach volunteer all. I have 19 classes per week, and I also have Chinese class taught by Chinese professional, all free. And you want to visit and you want to help, I have the number and I can send you, if you contact me in WhatsApp, I
Yeah.
can send you my schedule and link, Zoom link, so you can tell other people. It's not once a week, that's 19 classes per week.
Oh, great. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thank you. My pleasure. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Good night.
Bye.